Good day! Welcome to our formal debate on the topic, should the United States have annexed the Philippines and allowed the return of U.S. forces or bases in the Philippines? We will now begin with the position speeches. A round of applause for Speaker A. And a round of applause for Speaker B. Good day, honorable judges, esteemed opponent, and respected audience. I stand on the affirmative side of the motion. Should the United States allow the return of U.S. forces and bases in the country? I firmly believe that annexation and a continued alliance with the United States would have brought significant benefits to the Philippines in terms of education, infrastructure, and national security. Historically, the U.S. introduced our public school system, modern governance, and advancements in healthcare and transportation. This told the foundation of our current development. In today's context, allowing the return of U.S. bases in the Philippines will enhance our defense capabilities, especially with the growing tension in the West Philippine Sea. U.S. presence serves as a deterrent against external threats and helps ensure regional stability. Economically, American military bases can generate local jobs and investments supporting nearby communities. Thus, this should not be seen as a loss of sovereignty, but as a strategic partnership for peace, progress, and protection. Thank you. Good day, honorable judges, my esteemed opponent, and fellow Filipinos. I stand firmly against the motion that the United States should have annexed the Philippines and allowed the return of U.S. bases. Annexation represents a denial of our independence and the struggles of our forefathers who fought for freedom. The Philippine-American War is proof of our nation's resistance against foreign domination. To invite the return of U.S. bases would mean revisiting that colonial past. Moreover, the presence of American bases previously caused environmental damages, social issues, and even crimes involving foreign personnel. True national security cannot be borrowed. It must be built from within. Strengthening our own armed forces and establishing equal partnerships with other nations is the key to real independence. Our sovereignty is sacred. Let us not trade it for temporary protection or material gain. Thank you. If the Philippines rejects U.S. support, how can we effectively defend our territory, especially in the West Philippine Sea, given our limited resources and military technology? That is a valid concern. However, national defense must come from self-reliance. We should strengthen our own military and regional alliances through ASEAN, depending on the U.S. risk and making our defense strategies subject to their political interests rather than our own. May I ask, if U.S. bases truly bring progress, why did the Philippines continue to face poverty, inequality, and corruption during their long period of influence? Indeed, those issues existed, but they are rooted in internal governance, not foreign relations. The U.S. presence provided structures and opportunities. It was up to our government to sustain those. Today, collaboration with the U.S. can gain after stability, training, and deterrence against modern threats. In conclusion, the U.S. annexation and presence of military bases represent cooperation, not control. These alliances strengthen our defense, enhance disaster response, and promote global partnership. In an era of uncertainty, strong allies ensure national stability and development. Therefore, I stand firm that the United States annexation and return of forces would have secured the Philippines' progress and protection. Thank you. In closing, I emphasize the independence is the highest symbol of a nation's pride. The annexation of the Philippines and the return of U.S. bases would compromise our sovereignty and make us dependent once again. We can cooperate with other nations without losing control of our land and identity. True progress begins with self-determination. Therefore, I strongly oppose the motion. Thank you. Thank you for both speakers for a respectful and insightful exchange. This concludes our formal debate.